Okay, so let's look at some product research. Let's say that I want to do a course on how to bake a cake, because that's what I'm good at. So we'll just start with a Google search and we'll just look at cake baking. And we'll just look at what's available. So here are some basic results. We've got recipes, how to bake a cake, cake recipes. So if I want to look at cake baking course, because that's what I want to do, here are some results that I'll get. And you can see that you've got some coming from the online learning platforms like Udemy. We've got the one from Skillshare down here at the bottom, and in between there are actually people who are selling or making money on baking courses. So if we look at some of these, I'll just open them in new tabs. We've got one here, and we can have a look at, let's say, this one. Here is a cake school. And yep, so let's look at those. Look at this one. Here is a good example. It's an online course for baking. They host it themselves and they charge $99 for the course. Here's about 200 videos of different cakes and baking products. And if you look at the details here, you can get this online course and it will take about 40 hours to go through it, which is actually not too much when you think about it. Then we've got what's included, how to bake some cakes, what ingredients you should use, the baking methods for different cakes, how to count the ingredients, how much to put in, mistakes to avoid, healthy cakes, fruit cakes, fillings and icings. That actually sounds pretty good. But, if you know how to bake, all these things. So you can just package them in a video course and, these people charge $99, which is quite a lot. If you sell 10 of these courses, you get $1,000. That's pretty cool. So, that's something to consider. Udemy is a learning platform, so you can submit courses to Udemy and you get some money from selling your courses there. So it's a unified learning platform. What you can do is you can put together a course and then go to Udemy and publish it on Udemy and get paid through their platform, which as you can see, some people are doing it here. And you've got a simple course. It's 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours. Then you've got one for 1 hour here, how to bake a Japanese cake. So these are really short, and people charge 11 euros for these courses. Or you can see that there are some more expensive ones. For example, here's one. The course is 4 hours. It's got 28 lectures and it sells for 30 euros, which is not too bad. If you put together, 4-hour video, you can charge $30 for it. It's not, it's not too shabby. And the good thing about, these online learning platforms like Udemy or Skillshare is that you can publish the course and they take care of all the infrastructure behind. So you don't have to worry about websites or anything. You just submit the course there. The downside is that you get paid less than if you do it on your own, generally speaking. So if you build your own course and you do your own hosting and your own advertising and you publish it on your platform, you can charge higher prices than if you go to these unified learning platforms. But it's something to consider. Either way, you can actually see what courses are available. So if we go to cake decorating, for example, we will see there are courses on cake decorating here. So you can just scroll through here and see what's available, what other people are doing, and you can do something similar if that's what you know how to do. So if you're looking at a course, this is something you can try. Just do a Google search and look at the online learning platforms. You can also go to websites like Skillshare. And I don't want to get started. I want to browse, and let's see. I want to do some lifestyle. And these are different classes. Here you can see what's trending, what people are actually buying. So you've got classes on productivity, arranging flowers, simple living, workout motivation, counseling skills, Instagram marketing, come up with good ideas, interior design. So there are classes on anything. I mean, even games, building in Fortnite, for crying out loud. You can sell course on anything these days. So just look at these learning platforms. If you know something that people might find useful, this might be a good way to start. Okay, next. If I don't want to do an online course, but for example, I want to build a dropshipping business, the best way to start would be to go to Amazon bestsellers. So just Google Amazon bestsellers. It will take you to this page here, the Amazon bestsellers. And Amazon is the #1 marketplace for any retail product. If you look at the bestsellers, there are departments here on the left-hand side. So you can just look at what's interesting for you. So just pick a subcategory on the left-hand side. So if I go to handmade products, for example, anything that's in the top 100 in the left-hand categories here, that's bound to have a pretty good sales. So here are some decorations, face masks, necklaces. So let's look at some pet supplies, collars, blankets, tags, personalized tags. The beauty with Amazon is that you can have a whole bunch of products. You can send it to Amazon and they will do all the shipping and handling for you. So if you have something that's easily packageable, that's not too big, then you can send it to Amazon warehouse and they will just pack it and ship it for you, and you don't have to worry about it. And when you look at Amazon products, the good thing to aim for price-wise would be to go between, let's say, $10 to $100 in that range. If it's less than $10, you don't get to have such a big margins on it, so it'll be difficult to make some money. And if it's over 100, then again, it's becoming a bit too expensive, so you'll have to work on your marketing, and also it will cost you a lot to get started. So that's Amazon bestsellers, and look at these departments on the left-hand side, home and kitchen, and anything that's in top 100 in this category. If you have a similar product, it might do quite well. And you can source your products in China, for example, and have it delivered straight to the Amazon warehouse in the US or UK. And you don't even have to touch the product. Just watch out for your suppliers. You have to work out some deals with them and get some samples before you actually send it to Amazon. The next thing you can check would be Google Trends. And Google Trends will just tell you what people are searching for at the moment. And you can choose different countries here. So you can see in the US it's all about Kim Kardashian at the moment, the World Cup, and American football. Here you got recently trending searches. You can look for more. And this is what people searched for. Okay, the next thing you can look for would be, let's say, ClickBank. And ClickBank is a digital marketplace for just about anything digital. So you can look at those featured products here. For example, you can see what people are buying. So we've got some online art lessons, pencil drawing, helping children with reading, affiliate marketing, woodworking, plants. If you know how to, build stuff from wood and you've got some plants, or you can create some plants, this might be a good thing to sell. So these are some other things you can look for. Okay, one more research tip. If you are really good with arts and crafts and you know how to do things handmade, or you're really good with creating something, you can check out Etsy. Etsy is arts and crafts online store where you can go and you can actually set up your own storefront and you can sell what you are really good at making. So you can go here and you can look through all these different categories. You've got jewelry, clothing, home accessories, wedding decorations, toys, arts, and even craft supplies. So whatever you're good at doing, you can have a look here and see what other people are selling. And for example, if you're good at sewing and you're really good at making your sewing patterns, you can actually look them up. So you can do your own sewing patterns, for example. You can package them up in a nice package that people can download, and you can sell them on this website. And you can see many people are doing that, so you can find something that's similar to what you are doing. And you can just have a look. So this is what it looks like. You've got some reviews. This is the final product when people actually sew the cloth together. You've got size measurements. And these are other patterns from the same studio, from the same seller. So you can see we've got this storefront, and you can check out this seller here. And these are all their products here. So you can do something similar. You can go to Etsy and set up your own online store using their platform, and you can just sell your stuff there. If you're into arts and crafts, this might be the easiest way to do it. So check it out, etsy.com. So here is a tip how to do Google search when you want to search for, let's say, just one country. You want the results just from one country or one domain name. So if I go back to my cake baking course, and I want just results from United Kingdom, for example. So and then I type in site column.uk, and this thing here, the site column.uk, that will limit the domain name that I'm searching for. So now I have just the results from United Kingdom. So you can do search this way if you want to limit it by country. You can also specify just a single domain name. So for example, if I'm looking at course how to bake a cake and I want to see what the competitors are doing, I know that many people use ClickFunnels as a platform to build sales funnels, which is what we will be using later on. So we just limit the domain to site column.clickfunnels.com. And look at that. Now we have all the sales pages for cake baking, and you can research your competition there. Keto style cookbook. And there is not that many baking courses on ClickFunnels, so we might be the first. Here we go. Recipes collection that work for every family. And you've got your sales page here. It's quite basic. Ours will be better. But look at that. Testimonials. Get my recipe collection now. And here we go. Put in your name, address, credit card number. And this lady's making $10 of you. It's pretty cool. So we will do the same. We'll learn how to set up basically this page, the sales page. We'll learn how to collect payments and how to get it to your bank account. So that's our Google search. There is one thing you can also look at, and that would be Envato marketplaces. Envato is a basically umbrella for multiple different categories. So they've got marketplaces for digital products, and these can be photographs, graphic designs, games or source codes. So if we go to Envato Market, here we go. We've got templates, bits of codes, stock videos, audio, graphics, photos, or 3D files. If you know how to create anything digital in this category, you can sell it here as well. Again, it's a marketplace, so they'll take a little bit of your profit for them and send you the rest. And you might get paid less than if you build your own site. But if you want easy way, this might be a good start, and you can start here and maybe build on that later on. The other thing you can use this for is that you can actually go here and buy some templates. If you need it for your page, for your book, for example, you can just get some templates here. So if I want to get print templates, some flyers or whatever, you can find them all here. And they're fairly cheap. The last thing I want to show you is Fiverr. Fiverr is a marketplace for people with skills, basically in anything. So you can look, if you want to get something done cheap, you can find cheap labor on Fiverr. If you know how to do something, you can offer your services here on Fiverr as well. And they've got categories on anything. So if we look at, let's start with those cakes again. So I go baking. So here you go. I will bake and test your recipe and provide notes. So if you have a recipe, you can send it to this person and they will test it for you. I will do online lessons on baking and cooking. You can sell your services here and just teach people how to bake over Skype. I will teach you how to bake recipes of your choice. So you can offer baking recipes here as well. But again, it's a marketplace, so the prices here are quite cheap and people are not used to paying too much on Fiverr. So it might be a good place to get cheap labor and a good place to start if you have something that you can do quickly. But if you want to make more money, you would be better off just building your own site and your own platform and take care of your own advertising and just go that way. But if you have a service that will only take you 5 minutes to do, so you can put your service here on Fiverr and charge $5 for it. And if you can charge $5 for 5 minutes of your time, that's okay. Just to give you an idea, I used to have a gig here as well. I had a indicator for binary trading, so I'll just send it to people. They will put it into their trading software, and this indicator will show them when is a good time to take a trade. So I was selling that for $5, and basically all I had to do when I got an order was to send it to these people. So it was a 2-minute job for $5, which is not too bad. I think I sold like 1,000 copies of those. So it did okay. So that's something you can look at as well. So if you want to see what your competitors are running for ads on Facebook, this is where you go. You can just put in any Facebook page in here and it will show you what ads are running at the moment. So if I go for cake, let's see, I've got 1.18 million likes. That might be pretty cool. So let's have a look at this. Cakes and cooking. You can see the page, how many likes they have, how many followers they have, when was this page created, and where is this based. So you can see these are German guys. We just switch to all ads and they don't have any. So let's look at somebody else. Page has been deleted. Baking. Nobody's running ads for baking. This is crazy. Homemade. Oh, finally I've got some ads here. So these are the ads that this page is running. So you can use this to get ideas what ads others are running. Maybe if you think it's a good one, you can do some variation of that, or you can also find out if there are actually any ads in that category running on Facebook. So that's your Facebook ads library.